that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
Welcome to Greenlight, Maine. I'm Julene Gervais. Thanks for joining us. Our college series is underway and we got a good thing going. The feedback that we receive from the Maine business community is outstanding. This is an opportunity to keep our students here, start a business, and create some jobs. This season, we are shining a spotlight on 12 bright students that are bringing innovation and insight to Maine like never before. And tonight, it's all Cubby College and Husson University. They will take their shot at winning thousands of dollars in cash. But first, let's say hello to our judges. First, we have John Zeitler, who is the Executive VP of Silvercar. Hi, John.
Hey, Julene, thanks. Yes, I run corporate and legal affairs for Silvercar, which is a software as a service company that helps run vehicle fleets for car dealerships and others like them. And I am sitting in our one-person Southwest Harbor office.
Sweet. Next up, we have Deb Mills-Scofield, who owns her own consulting firm. Tell us about that.
Hi, Julene. Thank you. Yes, I have my own firm in strategy and innovation for large and mid-sized companies and reside in Pemaquid.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Andrew Silsby, who is the president and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Julene. Thanks so much for having me on the show. This is my 28th year at Kennebec Savings Bank, and we are a true community bank, and we've been servicing customers and businesses for 150 years. So I'm a lifelong Mainer, and I'm really excited to see Maine's bright future through these young entrepreneurs. Thanks for having me.
Very impressive. Thank you all. We'll talk to you in just a few minutes. First, college students have a lot of stuff, and they need a lot of stuff, and that's why they need the Cubby. Let's watch Joshua Kim from Cubby College.
My name is Josh Kim, and today I would like to present to you the Cubby, the online community marketplace for college students. It is ridiculously expensive to go to college these days. Whether it is the $70,000 tuition, the housing cost, or the expensive travel to and from school, college has become a burden for every single student in the US. But the real problem starts here. Even on top of the crazy cost to attend college, the college experience itself squeezes out even more money out of its students. Through textbooks, school supplies, furniture, and many more, students need to pay for new and expensive items on a daily basis just to go through the college experience. For this reason, I started the Cubby, an exclusive online marketplace where college students can buy and sell used items from their classmates on their own campus. Because college students have to drive or fly long distances just to get to their school, they can pack only so much in one car in one suitcase. For this reason, they have to turn to places such as the school bookstore, Amazon, or Walmart to find everything else that they need. This is a very expensive and a very difficult task, as students need a long list of items just for their college experience. There is no marketplace today that is just for college students. Current marketplaces such as eBay, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace are filled with scammers and strangers. For this reason, these marketplaces are outdated and turn college students away. Lastly, colleges are seeing over 25 metric tons, that's 50,000 pounds, of items being left on their campus at the end of every single year. These items are being thrown out, and it has led to an absolute waste of perfectly functional goods. So how can the Cubby solve this? Our web-based platform has 3 very simple components that make our marketplace one of the easiest to use. First, we have the sign-up form. This requires college students to put in their .edu email to verify that they're a college student in order to make sure that the Cubby is a safe and secure marketplace. Second, we have an optimal user interface that allows college students to be able to scroll through and explore the item listings at their school. Lastly, when a student finds the item that they're looking for, we have a built-in feature that allows students to zoom in on the item and read the details about it. The Cubby runs on a business model that takes 10% cut from every single transaction, which has allowed us to make enough revenue to sustainably run the platform optimally and efficiently. The Cubby is now operating at 5 schools, including Colby College, University of Maine, Northeastern University, Boston College, and Worcester Polytechnic Institute. We have plans to expand to Bowdoin College, Bates College, Husson University, and Thomas College this upcoming spring, and the vision is to make Maine the first state where the Cubby fully operates at every single school. As of today, we have over 6,000 active student users with over 1,200 transactions and a total of $32,000 of item values that have been facilitated through the platform. With a $1.96 billion market opportunity, we hope that Greenlight Maine will join us along for the ride. My name is Josh Kim, and this is the Cubby. Thank you very much.
Great job, Josh. I love the name, the Cubby, and I love that you are trying to include every college and university in Maine.
Thank you so much, Julian. Yeah, the vision really is to grow first in Maine, then New England and the US. So appreciate the kind words.
Sure. Okay, John, kick us off.
Yeah, hi Josh. Love the focus of the Cubby. I was just being hit up by my youngest son who's about to go back to school for a TV for next semester. So right on my alley. I guess one question I have for you is, do you do this in partnership with the schools? Do you need to cut deals with them to get on their websites and to be sort of get their official stamp of approval, or is this a separate thing?
That's the beauty of the Cubby in my eyes, is that we don't really need to work with the schools. As I mentioned in my pitch earlier, it was not too easy to work with administration because of the systems that they had in place, the programs that they had in place, and so now we are truly driven through students, growing through students, and because the students are the ones with the items, with the power, we're able to grow successfully.
Deb.
So great pitch, very needed. And this is, I think, a pretty competitive field because you do have the Facebook markets, Craigslist, all that stuff. And then a lot of schools, their students are developing this themselves. So how have you been able to capture the market share you have in Maine and even a little bit outside?
So something that we actually found through some customer discovery as well as some market research the past fall semester was that the Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist actually do not exist in especially the rural areas such as in Maine. Mm-hmm. The reason behind that is because in a place like Waterville or Brunswick or wherever these colleges are in Maine, college students are actually a very fair amount of the population. So when they go back home, they bring a lot more to the location, to the campus, than people actually think they do. So kind of this influx of items, influx of people creates a marketplace within itself that isn't captured in the day-to-day Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist.
Great, thanks.
Andrew.
Well, Josh, great job. I was a college student in the late 80s, and I'll date myself here. And this was a problem back then, and it's still a problem. So I appreciate your solution. Folks are exchanging dollars, I assume, through your platform. But the question I would have is then how does the product, the refrigerator, so to speak, exchange with the students?
Sure. So we actually have an automated messaging platform on the back end of things after the transaction is completed on the website. So what that means is if you and I are transacting, you have that lamp behind you and you want to sell it. I go on the platform, I buy it, and the transaction securely goes through on the platform. Yet right after that, once the front end side of things is complete, on the back end, you and I both receive an email immediately where we are both giving each other's contact information to be able to communicate with each other one-on-one, whether that's email or through text. So that last mile delivery is accomplished through our own direct communication, which is provided once the transaction is secured.
Great, thank you.
Yes, of course.
Now, who's on your team right now? Is it just you?
It's actually now, I have 5 full-time students, including 2 Colby students, Northeastern student, a Harvey Mudd student, and a student at WPI, along with 20 marketing ambassadors who are handling the administrative ends on their own campus. So team of 25 actually now, which is a very exciting push for our future.
So impressive. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on all you've accomplished. And we're just so happy that all you're doing for Maine.
The gratitude is reciprocated. Thank you so much, Greenlight Maine.
We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, if you want to innovate and if you want to grow, if you're an organization here in Maine, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Running a small business here in Maine is personal. At Kennebec Savings Bank, you'll work with local people who are just as invested in your success as you are. Every one of us. Experience the difference at Kennebec Savings Bank today.
Welcome back to the Greenlight Maine College Edition. A Husson University student has a solution for brides to be everywhere, and she learned from experience. Let's watch Hannah Marr from Clique and Style.
Hello, my name is Hannah and I'm the founder of Clique and Style. With Clique and Style, you can collaborate with your friends to design and coordinate your custom bridal party look for the most photographed day of your life. Clique and Style gives brides a new way to shop for their bridal party attire by providing a platform to mix and match different clothing in a side-by-side comparison, allowing brides to finalize their design before they ask their friends to spend money. CIS is not only a brand for the brides, it's also a brand for local bridal shops that aims to get more people in the doors at these local boutiques. Brides can design their bridal party using inventory from local stores across the country, which allows bridesmaids to shop local in their own town, here in Maine, and all over the country. While you can mix and match brands on different sites like Google, Amazon, and Etsy, and find bridal inspiration on Pinterest and other bridal stores, no other platform checks all of these boxes, in addition to having visualization of an entire bridal party design on a single screen. The process of designing a bridal party is something that brides are already doing manually. The current solution is to Photoshop different outfits together or print and cut pictures out so that brides can visualize the design. Clique and Style streamlines this process online while encouraging brides to support local business. I have created an interactive prototype to begin the process of cultivating an ideal user experience and took this prototype to Romega Digital, a software development company that helped me formalize a technology plan. 2 weeks ago, I was granted just over $13,000 from MTI to start the design process in January 2021 and development with Romega in February. The MTI funds will also support market research with the Portland Research Group, and the completed MVP platform will be capable of generating revenue for local bridal shops in Maine. My friend Grace was the inspiration for Clique and Style. She was stressed trying to design her bridal party without a way to visualize what she wanted. I was able to bring her bridal party ideas to life using a manual photoshopping process, but this required a specialized skill and a lot of dedicated time. Grace and many other brides have been looking for an automated solution that Clique and Style will provide. I'm currently in contact with two of the largest bridal boutiques in Maine, Andreas Bridal and Blush Bridal Formal, with the hopes of making them the first to experience the benefits of the platform. After the development of MVP, I plan to use Maine-based vendors like Lewiston-based marketing company Anchor and Portland-based software development company iBet Creative. Clique and Style's vision is to support the Maine economy by helping grow the technology sector and hiring Mainers to grow the business. We recognize that customer acquisition costs will be high for our company because of the 2 to 5 year customer retention, which is why collaborating with college university alumni organizations will be a great way to acquire new customers for our platform. Though we are just starting in the bridal industry, there's a need to easily coordinate outfits across multiple brands in other markets, such as extended family photos. In fact, as a current LOB employee, I'm excited about the potential for them to join our platform in the family photo sector of the business. Let's create a fun and innovative platform for brides and promote local bridal shops with Clique and Style. Thank you.
Excellent job, Hannah. I can only imagine everybody watching from home is thinking, where have you been for so many years with all the brides or people that are married out there? So thank you from all of them.
Thank you so much.
All right, Andrew, kick us off with the questions.
Well, Hannah, great job on your presentation. The wedding industry here in Maine is huge. So I think you're really onto something. I am curious how you hope to make money.
Yep.
Is this an ad model or is this a percent of sales?
Both, actually. So there are 3 different ways that we plan on making revenue. The first would be website advertisement. So that would be the primary source of revenue for the first little bit. And then as we get more users on our site and as we grow more, then we are able to start licensing data that we gather. And so we'll be able to license data back to designers and back to other brands because we have the advantage of a third-party brand comparing brands side by side. And then the third way would be commission on merchandise sales.
Great, thank you.
Deb.
So to your point about the data, are you going to be able, I mean, obviously it's going to be aggregated at some level, but are you going to be able to partition that or report out based on certain different demographics?
Yes, so I have spoken with my developers who are helping me write the code for it, and I've made it very clear to them that the licensing of the data is very important. And so whatever framework we're using to build the code, it's going to be important in order to do things like that, to aggregate the data based on demographics. We'll definitely be able to do location. And as far as the rest of it goes, it's going to be a lot of, users giving us their privacy rights, things like that. So.
John.
Hannah, I love the multiple revenue stream idea. Always a good thing. So there's a pandemic going on out there, and it's not been good for large weddings.
Yes.
And obviously, we all hope that it goes away and things start coming back sooner rather than later. Have you some thoughts about that and how that, whether things go back to normal again, and you can, you have a market that's big enough?
Yep, definitely. So the pandemic is on everyone's mind right now. And so I've definitely thought about that in context of my business. I think that this would be very beneficial to have already had during this time, so that people could design their bridal parties virtually and be able to share that with their friends and family. But I think the trend that's happening is that even though people are cutting down on their wedding guest list, the things that stay the same are the bridal party and friends and family, like close friends and family. So even though those extended cousins and those extended family members are being cut down off the list to accommodate for the 50-person max, brides are doing everything they can to keep their best friends by their sides on their wedding day. And so I think that the bridal party will be here to stay. I also think that Clique & Style has the ability to expand into multiple markets. So not just bridal industry, but family photos, school picture, uniform coordination, any kind of group outing where you would want to coordinate outfits, bachelorette parties, things like that. You'll be able to use Clique & Style for that as well.
Good point. Yes, a lot of more intimate group settings. So thank you so much and congratulations. I know you're going to do well with this. It's just a great idea.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and hear from our judges. When we come back, there's a lot of Greenlight Maine left, so don't go away.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, closely held businesses, and organizations that operate internationally. And we're doing it the way you'd want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
Eaton Peabody, a Maine-based law firm serving generations of Maine businesses and families from offices in Augusta, Bangor, Brunswick, Ellsworth, and Portland.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine, the college edition. Our judges are going to take a deep dive into these companies. But before I begin, I must say both companies were very passionate, did their homework, and know the marketplace. Wouldn't you say, John? And let's begin with the Cubby.
Yeah, two really good founders and CEOs. And, the Cubby, I think we all commented at one point how we can't believe that there's not someone occupying this market in a better way yet. And you can tell Josh has really looked closely at it. And I actually really, there's all these general e-commerce providers out there. The idea of the focused, trusted market, I think, is a really interesting idea for his business. So I'd be excited to see how he can take advantage of that.
Deb.
Yeah, it's, again, John's right. We've all needed this, and none of us have really had great solutions. His comment that he made about targeting the more rural made a lot of sense to me, because schools that are in cities or in more urban areas, there's a lot of options for storage and trading and all that stuff. So I think targeting those areas is really important. As well as, I was really impressed with the ties he's built to Maine, especially with the Rue Institute and getting into their accelerator. And so that greatly increased my impression of him and the company, since Rue sees it as valuable too.
Yes, he's very committed about staying in Maine. And you folks learn a lot about these companies off camera because you get to ask them a lot more questions. Okay, Andrew.
Well, I really love Josh's energy level and his problem-solving skills. I think he's really onto something here. But I really liked, in particular, the way he was using the EDU email address to keep it a closed network and helps on the fraud situation. So really think he's onto something.
Excellent. Okay, Clique in style, John.
Yeah, Hannah said something that I think is important, that maybe is sort of undermentioned by people at times, and that is the idea of the audience she's building and the multiple revenue streams you could make out of that, which I think is really sort of a smart way to look at this. I also like the idea, even though it's also a challenge, of leveraging local retailers who probably need the help.
Yes, she's a software developer. A lot of small retail places don't have intense websites, so she could really help out a lot of businesses. Deb.
I was really impressed, like John said, with the multiple revenue streams. And again, it's all in the data. Data's king in terms of revenue and that kind of stuff. I do have a concern with her ability to reach out to the local stores. And I think if she went at a national chain level, which I understand why she doesn't want to, it would be a lot easier, but that's not a trivial challenge.
All right, Andrew.
Well, brides across the land are going to be very happy about this solution. So again, great problem solving skills with both of these folks. And it will be a tough decision for certain.
Yes, I mean, it's always tough, but in this case where they brought just so much knowledge, I know you guys are going to have a difficult decision to make. So thank you all so very much. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have our Inspiring Mainer, so we'll be right back with that.
Is your website helping you or hindering you? Here are 4 key characteristics of winning websites. First, mobile friendly. More than half of all users are on a small screen. 2, speak in the language of your customer, not in the language of your industry. 3, clear calls to action. Help people find what they want and then do what you want quickly. And 4, make sure your hours of operation and contact information are clear. If you're building a website yourself, we highly recommend WordPress because it performs well on search engines and easily connects to other features like shopping carts, reporting tools, appointment booking software, and more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. As part of the college series, we're talking to leaders from all the campuses across Maine. And today I'd like to welcome Veena Dinesh from the University of Maine's Oronos Foster Center for Innovation, and you are the Director of Incubation. Tell us about that.
Hi, Jillian. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of the show. So as the Director of Business Incubation, my goal is to support our students, faculty, and staff at the university to bring their innovative ideas or any entrepreneurship ideas that they have to market, support them with the resources that they need, with the goal of, having them stay in the great state of Maine.
Excellent. And talk about so much that happens outside of the campus life as far as connecting them to businesses. How is that working with the pandemic?
With everything that's been happening, we also had to pivot to a virtual model. So all our programs, training, workshops, everything is being done over Zoom and other online channels. But one thing that has been a blessing in disguise is that our students have access to UMaine alum or other entrepreneurs who've really made it big, who are not in the state of Maine. They have bigger, better access to them, through these virtual platforms. So be it for a mentor meeting, be it for a student event where we have alum coming and speaking to our students. So it's been great that way, or even customer interviews. We have access to anyone from any part of the world right now.
It's great to know that that's continuing. Aside from the coursework, for our viewers at home, you do so much with the business community. Can you expand on that?
Yes. So we partner with incubators across the state of Maine, and we try to help them with business coaching, with access to services at UMaine. Those are things that we've been doing. In this Big Gig, that's another pitch competition that we do in the local area. There's the Top Gun Entrepreneurship Accelerator program. Just to give you an example, just taking the Big Gig program itself, that's a local pitch competition that takes place in the Bangor region. And now with it being online, we have participants not only from the region, but from all over the state of Maine. In fact, now we are thinking about breaking up our audition into 2 parts. We've had so many participants right now. So.
Excellent. Yes, you have grown so much. And a lot of them come on Greenlight Maine as well. How about some advice for our student entrepreneurs?
I want students to really make use of the resources at the university. UMaine is unique because we have an innovation center that was built exactly to help them with their innovation and give them those resources. And as a research university, we have access to some of the best labs and expertise on campus. So make use of it. And we are here trying to be very flexible for you. Do you want to do a more standard coursework, or do you want to have one-on-one coaching? So whatever you need, we're flexible, and we're here to support you.
Thank you so much, and it's great to see you. Come back and be a judge again. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have our winner, so don't go away.
For over 25 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has hired 10% of its workforce through our college internship program. Many of those early college interns are in leadership positions at the bank today. Experience the difference at the bank that invests in its future.
Through their efforts to support Maine entrepreneurs who are growing our economy, Greenlight Maine is making our state a better place to start and operate a business. For these efforts and the creation of a robust entrepreneurial ecosystem, the Harold Alfond Institute for Business Innovation at Thomas College is proud to be a sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
It's the spirit of New Englanders that inspires all of us to do more. It's in our employees, our customers, and our communities. Every day we do more because at Bangor Savings Bank, we truly believe you matter more.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine's College Edition. We just watched 2 amazing pitches from the Cubby and Clique in Style, and it's time to find out who is today's winner. Judges, I'm going to count you down from 3. 3, 2, 1. And that means the Cubby is today's winner. Joshua Kim is moving on to the next round. Josh, tell me, what do you think of Greenlight Maine now?
I'm honestly, I don't know the words. I don't have the right words for this, but I mean, Maine has been a home for me the past years at Colby, and genuinely, I can't be more grateful for the resources and communities just like Greenlight Maine to keep pushing forward with the Cubby. So thank you so much, Julian. Thank you so much, Greenlight Maine.
And that's going to do it for us. We'll be back again next week with 2 more outstanding students, and our judges will be back with us again. In the meantime, please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we have a lot of resources on our website, and you can see all of our episodes there as well on greenlightmaine.com. Have a great evening.